Hey water signs, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be for the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And this video is going to be about what you can expect for the rest of this Mercury retrograde. You know, I know it has things in shambles. This retrograde is retrograding. So this is going to be for the rest of Mercury retrograde. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mercury retrograde started May 10th and it ends June 3rd. But you know, for the next 2 weeks after it ends or goes direct is the post shadow period. So it's actually going to end officially June 17th. So when it goes direct, you know, it's still going to be some effects still going on, which is the post shadow period. So technically it's still going on until June 17th. So this is going to be what you can expect for the rest of Mercury retrograde. So I pulled 2 cards out for the overall energy, and the first card that came out is Sierra Whack, Humor. I honestly feel like people are going to be funny with you. I feel like people are going to act funny with you. I feel like people are going to treat you funny to get a reaction out of you, to see how you react, see what you do. Like, I just see people being funny towards you, whether even if it's unintentional, whether it's intentional or unintentional. I see people, you know, just trying to get you out of character. And then we have innovation, Missy Elliott, innovation. So I also see you wanting to change things about your life, whether that be your appearance, your place of living, your job. Like, I see you sort of being tired of your regular routine and wanting to, you know, switch it up pretty much. I see you wanting to just change things. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Now the fire signs video was pretty good. It had good news. So we're gonna see for you. So for my water signs, what can they expect for the rest of Mercury retrograde? Now you're gonna see me lick my thumb because with this deck, it's a little hard for me to, you know, pull the cards how I usually pull it. So don't judge. All right, water signs, what can they expect for the rest of this Mercury retrograde? Cards is already flying off the table. I see you not being friendly to new faces. I see you not wanting new people around you. I see you not wanting to start new friendships, get into new connections, relationships. I see you not really being fond of new people. Like, I see you, you know, being wary of them. Clarification on the Knight of Cups. I don't know what it is. I see new people coming towards you. Like, I see, you know, strangers coming towards you, people wanting to be your friend, people DMing you on social media, inboxing you on social media, stopping you on the street, stopping you at work, like, oh, what's your social media? We should go out to dinner, or we should be friends, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I see new people wanting to pursue you, wanting to, whether it be pursue you romantically or just friendship-wise, and I see you not going for it at all. Like, I see you being very weary of new people, especially Aries energy. Like, I see someone with heavy Aries energy coming towards you, and I see you just, you know, like, can I trust them? Do I want them in my life? You know, trust your intuition. You're not feeling it for no reason, but I definitely see you being weary towards new people. What else? What else can my water signs expect for the rest of Mercury retrograde? Clarification on the 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups. I also see you waiting on people to make things right with you. Like, let's say, you know, you have an ex that really did you dirty. I see you sort of waiting on them to apologize or to make things right with you. It's like you're waiting for people to, like, change things for the better when it comes to you, if that makes sense. I don't know how to really put it into words, but it's like you're waiting. Like, instead of, you know, you reaching out, trying to make amends, or you reaching out, letting it be known, like, oh, you know, when you said this or when you did this, it made me feel some type of way. Instead of you coming towards these people, trying to make things right, it's like you're looking at them like, no, they got to make things right with me. I'm not reaching out. I'm not texting them. I'm not calling them. They need to do that to me. Clarification on the World card. And it's not even in an arrogant or cocky way. It's just, you're like, nah, like, it's not even pride. I'm not even feeling like a prideful type of energy. It's just you sort of setting boundaries. Like, I'm not going to allow anyone into my life unless they're willing to make things right, or I'm not willing to allow past people back into my life unless they're willing to make things right. It's sort of like, you know that you did nothing wrong. So it's like, I'm not going to reach out to them. I didn't do nothing wrong. They did this, this, and that to me. So they have to make things right. It's like, okay. For some of y'all, you could be a pushover. I don't want to say that, but for some of y'all, you could be a pushover. And for others of y'all, you're just used to mending connections. You're used to being the one to reach out to people and make things right with people and this and that. And I see you changing that. It's like, no, I'm not reaching out to that person. Like, they got to come to me. They got to come to me. I see this specifically with someone with Taurus energy. What warnings does my water signs need to hear for the rest of Mercury retrograde? Be careful with who you lend money to. This is not the time to be lending people money. Do not lend nobody money, because baby, they gonna run off with that money. It don't matter if you give them $50. It don't matter if you give them $100. It don't matter if you give them $500. This is not the time for you to be lending people money. Not your mother, not your father, not your niece, your nephew, your cousin, your best friend. This is not the time to be lending people money. And if you do, make sure it's the smallest amount, because they're not going to pay you back. So give them however much that you wouldn't mind them not paying you back for it, basically. Like, if you're only okay with sending somebody $20 and you're fine with, okay, you know, they may not send back this $20, I'm fine with that because it's only 20. Or they may not send back this 100, but I'm fine with that because it's only 100. Send only what you wouldn't mind. And if you're the type of person that you're like, listen, I won't even send their ass a penny if they're not sending it back, then, you know, just don't send money, because I see people running off with the money. They're not going to pay you back. Or at least they're not going to pay you back during the rest of Mercury retrograde. They may pay you back after, but I'm not even picking up on that, to be honest. What else? What other warnings does my water signs need to hear? The people that you fall off with during Mercury retrograde, I don't really see those connections being fixed. So let's say you just fell off with your best friend, or you just fell off with your ex. I don't see it being fixed. Not during Mercury retrograde, not even after Mercury retrograde. I do not see the people that you fall off with. It may be permanent. It just might be permanent. It just might be permanent. Yeah. Whew. Then we have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Heavy air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Heavy water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That Five of Swords, the people that you get in conflict with and fall off with, I'm telling you, I don't really see you two mending things. So, you know, mourn them. Understand that it may not, the friendship or relationship may not be fixed. What else? What other warnings? And then I'm going to get into the advice. This reading is going to be pretty quick. It's pretty straightforward. Also, during this time, you know, go out on dates if you want to, you know, have one night stands if you want to, do what you please, but don't take anyone serious during this time. Like, let's say you meet someone, they pique your interest, you begin catching feelings. Don't really start fantasizing like, oh yeah, we're going to be in a relationship. Oh yeah, that's my person. That's my soulmate. Oh yeah, we're going to be together. Oh, they're going to ask me to be their girlfriend or boyfriend. Like, don't start fantasizing, you know, y'all whole life together, because I don't see it lasting. I don't see it lasting. I do not see it lasting. Now, what is the advice for my water signs? What advice do they need to hear? What is the advice for my water signs? One more card. Don't speak on your dreams and goals yet during this time. Damn, this card flew. Yeah, Justice card. Your advice, you know, let's say you want to start your own business. Let's say you've already started your own business and, you know, a real estate agent called you about a building that you can rent out. Let's say you just got a new job. Like, don't share the news with anyone during this time. I'm not going to say that I see people wishing bad on the good news that you share, but I see that it's less likely for everything to come together. Like, it may just fall apart if you share it. Just keep the good news to yourself during Mercury retrograde. You know, if you want to share it afterward, go ahead and do that. But during this time, I'm really just seeing, keep your good news to yourself. Keep your goals to yourself. Clarification on this Justice card. And be careful hanging around people who, you know, indulge in illegal activities. That's a channeled message. Be careful. Like, if you're friends with scammers, if you're friends with, you know, robbers, if you're friends with, you know, just folks that's into illegal things, be careful, because it may come back onto you some way, somehow. Let's say, you know, your boo thing, they got that's unregistered, right? It's not registered in their name. It's not registered in nobody's name. They got it illegally. If you know what I'm talking about, you know? Be careful having that person around you, in your car, in your home. Because if you were to get pulled over and they don't say that it's theirs, both of y'all are going to take the blame. So it's something like that. Like, just be careful with, during this time, hanging around with people who is not doing right, who's living the fast life. Because if, you know, they get stopped, or if anything happens and you're with them, you're also going to take the fall. Or you're mainly going to take the fall. So just be careful with that. But yeah, be careful with, you know, the illegal things, and be careful with sharing your dreams and goals. I see it sort of backfiring. It's like you're sharing it with good intentions and pure intentions and wanting to be congratulated and people being happy for you. But in all reality, it's sort of envy there. Like, I don't see that it's intentional, but it's like, damn, well, she got that new job and I didn't get this new job that I wanted. Or he got that new car and I'm still taking the bus. So it's like, it's not them actually wishing you harm, like, oh, I hope they crash that car. Nothing like that. It's just simply that envy that's going on in their brain. Those thoughts may affect you some way, somehow. I hope that makes sense. Even if it doesn't make sense, take heed of the warnings of the messages. But this is the end of y'all reading. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already. That will help with the algorithm and helping me get more exposure. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already as well. More videos to come. I do have the fire signs video up already. I think I stated that before. If you'd like to book your personal reading, you can do so through the link in my description box. And if you'd like to book a reading something like this, it would be the warning/advice service on my website. So definitely make sure you check that out. The link will be in the description box. But thank you for watching, you guys. Have a good day, good night, whenever you see this.